So, as promised, this was gonna get inserted into whatever video was next after I finished this quest. And, well, it's I guess, the video for Fena. Alright, well, anyway, I finally finished the stupid demiatma stage for the relics. Let's speak with Gerald. I'll channel the Isle's Aether into a smithing process that lacks which the realm has never seen. And to do that, I reckon I need at least 6 kinds of demiatma, 3 of each to be sure my work is foolproof. Progress at last. These bilge rats are withholding the rum until I finish me work. I've been itching to start. You did well, lass. These are some potent samples indeed. I've completely lost his voice. I'm starting viewing me tools. Your tools seem to be going right through them. Wah! Ha 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 ha! No matter how many weapons I craft, the demiatma won't lose its potency. Don't worry about having to scrounge around for any more other stuff. Right, you best get ready for me next feed of genius. Demiatma obtained. Phantom weapons. The assorted demiatma has imbued Gerald's tools with potent magical energies. All that remains is the weapon enhancement process itself. Please note that upon completing the quest of forging the phantasmal, you receive a phantom weapon for a monk. Forging the phantasmal. Now that his tools are up to snuff, it's time we put Gerald to work. Right, let's talk raw materials. If I'm gonna channel the ambient ether, I'll need something capable of harnessing that power. As I mentioned, the Isle will provide on that front. You've dug up plenty of Arcane, am I right? Aye, but there's one minor itch. Ryan is out. The Splendour's rightfully owns anything remotely valuable we dig 'em. Those were the terms for securing financial backing, apparently. Of course, they were the ones who recommended you, so Isla. Name's Ermina, and I represent Rowena's House of Splendors. As the gentleman rightly states, our concern has invested significant capital into this endeavor. In return, we claim ownership of any materials acquired during the course of the expedition. Should a particular resource be of interest, please don't hesitate to inquire. My current market rate is 500 Alican tomes of heliometry. The quest didn't get upgraded? It didn't get updated! For a single piece of Arcane, I shall be here whenever you wish to make a purchase. It's not Helio! Ooh. Nothing like the cloying stink of business to crush a man's enthusiasm for the craft. I only need 3 bleeding chunks, but someone else left ready to forge while I stoke me own fire back up. You master artisans can be so temperamental. Though the coolie at your service, I'm a metallurgist by trade and quite capable of handling the preparations in Driltstead. Once you've got a sufficient Arcane, please do hand your collection to me. So the reason I was like, they didn't update the quest. Discontinued. Elegant tomes of heliometry. The current tome that they actually accept is mathematics. Like so. Mathematics. Anyway, let's not buy hit 4. Let's buy 3. Wow, they didn't update the quest. The going rate is not 500 tomes of heliometry, actually. There you are. Might I presume you've acquired enough Arcanite? Oh, be that way. Oh, thank you. Wonderful. I shall ready the war before handing over the reins to Geralt himself. Shift and multi-layered mesh of ether made malleable channel with expert precision. Behold the pinnacle of weapon fabrication, a pair of phantom knuckles of penumbra. What beauty! Not half bad for a rum so good for nothing. Impressed, are you? In truth, this ain't much more than the proof of concept using the resources available. Bit of the refinement and higher grade materials, I'll be achieving ever more stupendous feats of genius. What was his voice again? I must say, you rather piqued my intellectual curiosity. Want me to enhance your weapons too? I'm still basking in the glow of my own sheer brilliance, so I'll do you a right good deed. Oh, nothing so involved as that. You see, I found a kitchen knife in the sarcophagus I woke up in. The blade is dull to a disappointing nub, quite unsuited for jabbing and thrusting. Perhaps you'd be willing to sharpen the blade for me. Consider you're not for storage to its former stab of glory. There'll be none of that. Besides, I recall you saying that sort of drudgery was beneath you. He is a weaponsmith, for crying out loud. Whatever rusty old cleaver you found in that coffin ain't for waging war. Isn't. And that little detail must have gotten unlocked behind the seal. I suppose I'll have to content myself with slicing a vegetable or two. Well, I reckon it's time we celebrate a job bleeding well done. Best get the rest of the rum off the ship. Before I get blind drunk, let me remind you, with me tools in view, there won't be needing any more demiatma, even if you want a different weapon-enhanced Arcanite. That's all you'll need to gather. All you'll need to gather is a whole lot of tombstones. Of mathematics, right now anyway. I guess for the rest of the expansion, actually. And then it'll become poetics. Phantom weapons for other jobs can now be obtained after exchanging the requisite Arcanite from Dodakuli, or with Dodakuli in the Phantom Village. But wait! There's more! Keeping the old ways alive. Hello, adventurer. Perhaps you have heard, but the surveyor struck a vein of some new mystery ore out in the field. According to Gerald, it might be crucial for enhancing phantom weapons. Shouldn't get ahead of ourselves, though. The surveyors will need time to unearth the amount we need. Well, they're off swinging pickaxes. I figure we ought to put our thinking caps on. How to solve plan, the old endeavor is liable to fizzle out like so much air and ether. Not that Gerald's been doing much more than moan about the lack of rum on the isle. Perhaps you're in your doubt about its capacity for feats of genius will bruise his pride and spur him to action. Please note that the current quest, keeping the old ways alive, cannot be abandoned via the journal. She was to do so, speak with Littersail. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways. Doubt. Motion. Losing faith in old Gerald, are you? I furnish you with the finest weapons ever graced a battlefield, and you go doubting me. Listen, me hands might be idle, but me mind sure ain't. I've been thinking and drinking in equal measure. I can't get the low voice I usually do for him. Quite the idea for the enhancement process, as a matter of fact. Ah! Who am I kidding? It's nothing but a vague notion. And the closer I get to figuring it out, the further it seems to slip out of reach. It's like chasing a bleeding phantom. That sounds of it, you've been doing a damn sight more drinking than thinking. Listen, I just need a nudge in the right direction. That's all. Hello, mouse. Ah, about the old fella with the blunt knife. He could be worth a shot. And the archive does seem to be like you to be well versed in all kinds of strange techniques. I'll go fetch him. You seek inspiration for the next phase of your weapon enhancement process. It just so happens that Ari's involvement in developing these phantom weapons chipped away at the seal of my knowledge. I recall a stone tablet in my possession that once belonged to a master artisan from the 5th astral era. In short, a veritable treasure trove of ancient crafting techniques. Perhaps it would prove beneficial to your endeavors. I could be the sole successor to all that knowledge. Think of the feats of genius I've achieved applying the long-lost methods of a bygone era. Who needs vague notions when you've got ancient wisdom to hand? That stoked your fire, did it? Cores that bloody well dead, Rowena and her cronies might be lining their pockets with me rightful compensation. But that thrice damned harpy can't lay claim to me God's given talent. Can you tell us a little more about the techniques recorded on this tablet? The inscription concerns etheric infusion. It's a method for imbuing weapons with highly concentrated energy, using vessels known as ether wells as a conduit. Wind, water, fire, and earth aspect of ether wells are required to complete the process. I do believe the surveyors recently unearthed 4 such vessels. Alas, their reports indicated they were quite devoid of residual energies. In that case, they may be saturated with ether. Must be saturated with ether anew. This is usually achieved by sequestering the orbs on a place of high etheric density for several years, but happen to know of a more expedient approach. The ether wells can be recharged in the heat of ceaseless battle. Simply carry them into the fray, and they will absorb the ether diffused during combat at far quicker, albeit infinitely more grueling prospect. You know, I might be able to help speed up the process even further. Coating those ether wells with the solution to boost their absorption rate ought to do the trick. They would be more than happy to formulate the solution once the necessary ingredients are available. All I'll need is a liquid metal with decent etheric conductivity, some sort of bonding agent, a pure psychosensitive substance. Only trouble is, we won't find any of that on this bastard rock. I do recall hearing of such wares from a Pelu associate of mine. If memory serves, runic glue should suffice as a binding agent. Well, expensive. I've seen it for sale in the markets of Tuliolo, so shouldn't be difficult to procure. Next is just seeking out a chunk of Utomu siderite. Metal deposits contained within persist in a liquid state even at low temperature. Owing to their scarcity, samples tend to fetch a high price. Agilely is a psychosensitive substance. Dark matter would be ideal, but the pure stuff's impossible to find. Better off crafting a synthetic substitute and getting an artisan to do the job for you. I'll need 3 varieties all told. Either way, I'm sure you'll have no trouble acquiring what we need. Please present yourself to Gerald once you have all 5 ingredients to hand. Or I might just make this its own video. Ha 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 ha. Details on obtaining each ingredient are noted in your journal. What's a little 20-minute video, good friends? Anyways, I'm gonna go visit Tule. Mainly because it's free. It's my free warp. So first place I'm actually gonna stop is Bayside Bevy. So when I did this day one, it was expensive, but it might be cheaper now because it's been out for longer. Anyways, I think this was a purchase, so I don't expect this to have gone down. 300,000. Oh, yeah, no, they're okay. Yeah, that's gonna be purchase. Can I just search that? Nah, good enough. What do you mean, no? Oh, no. Well, we have a conundrum. I spent all my gemstones from bait farming. Oh no. I might try another server. Oh gosh. Hold on. I can't copy that item name. Jeez. Is that right? Never mind. Excellent. I'll have to figure out the plan. I think my main has enough. I'll just need someone to help me transfer it. So I think it's 600. I'll have to go check. Synthetic dark. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Like, I don't mind these prices. I don't need 4. I'm not gonna buy that on fan for it. Thank you. Copy item name. Okay, I'm gonna go to another server. Hold up. I'm gonna figure out which is the cheapest. So there's that Utomo site, right? Yeah, it's 600 gems, which is why it's so expensive, because you. Yay, it was you! I found the right NPC for the clue. Alright. I may have run up to Gerald and be like, why is it red? Oh, I forgot to go buy the glue. So, anyway. Anyway. That solution won't conjure itself out of thin air. Bring me the ingredients we need. One of each will be plenty. Also, it's now nighttime. Boo. We don't like that. Nicely done. Allow me a moment to prepare the ingredients. Oh. Okay. Literally just do that to me, huh? Just do that to me. Synthesis complete. Now to glaze the aether wells. With this coating applied, the vessels will absorb ether generated in battle at an increased rate. Right, that's the easy part out of the way. Now to get the bleeding things filled. Ugh, I hate this part. At least this is more on me remembering to play the game. Ether everywhere. Appreciate all your help gathering the ingredients. With that out of the way, we're ready to start filling those ether wells. I've been inspecting the tablet the archive handed over, and it says highly pure ether gets concentrated during battle. Do you reckon Arya will be able to get the ether wells filled while she's out roaming the Isle? Me gut tells me the local ambient ether's too unstable. We'll have to try our luck elsewhere. Back to you. Be better off casting your net far and wide. Don't confine yourself to scrapping in any one location. Business as usual, then, eh? Exactly. Just keep doing whatever it is you adventurers do, and you'll have those vessels filled up in no time. Right, you best take the aether wells. I took the liberty slotting them into a makeshift contraption for your convenience, an aether well array, if you will. Want to get stuck and just take a gander at each of the vessels to see how much aether is stored up in them. Aether wells acquired. Completing duties via the duty roulette will garner different aspects of ether depending on the category chosen. Use the ether well array to gauge how much ether you have accumulated. Once per day, your endeavors will generate additional bonus ether, so be sure to tackle plenty of duties and reap the rewards. Duty roulette categories you have already completed prior to accepting this quest will not generate additional bonus ether today. Eligibility to receive this bonus is reset at 10 AM Eastern Time daily. Please note that the current quest, Ether Everywhere, cannot be abandoned via the journal. Should you wish to do so, speak with Geralt. So, it's actually gonna suck now because, so it's high level, trial, raid, and alliance raid. The alliance part's gonna suck because it's almost certainly just gonna be back to being Crystal Tower now, and Crystal Tower goes really bad compared to Juno and Sandoria. At least raid, like I have a decent chance of hitting Arcadian. More so if I whenever I get the new stuff done. But that's not that's not, you know, there. High level being the old level cap export dungeons, so 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. The higher level it is, the more ether it will give. The level 50 stuff gives like nothing on the bonus, 60 almost nothing, 70 meh, 80 better, and 90 really good, and 100's like also really good for the categories that works, and which would be everything but high level. So, this is our next wall. As I said, this is gonna rely on me actually remembering to play. So, I know I didn't do a formal start for this, but, well, I guess we'll just have this be a relic update video or something. Relic progress update. Yeah. And it does have to be the roulette. Like, mentor doesn't work. Unfortunately, I don't have mentor in here, but it doesn't work. And just queuing him manually doesn't work either, which is why I'm gonna get a lot of Crystal Tower, because I can't just queue Juno and Sandoria. I assume Sandoria goes, like, about the same as Juno. It wasn't in the roulette when I did this originally. So, but it is now. It's now in the roulette. And then, I mean, Arcadian 9 through 12, which are also out now, are in raid, but I don't have them yet. So anyway, that's gonna be a process. And, well, the next update, I guess, will come either attached onto a video or just on its own standalone like this again. Yay! Hopefully be a bit faster this time and not take me 8 months. Stupid Atmas. Stupid Atmas! Arrgh! Like, okay, let me... Like, this is how bad it was. This is my extras. I have 4 orphaments! Like, come on, game. 4? And then I gave up and just fake farmed Heritage Found for my last ones, which was the Capus Morphum. Which is different than the last ones I named my name. But anyway, well, that's gonna be it's gonna be a process again. This one is more me actually playing the game and not playing other games, I guess. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I'm just gonna make this its own thing. I don't know how long it is specifically, but If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe, maybe click the bell for notifications. Also, be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord, come hang out, get notifications there as well. As I guess I said at the start, Fana video is coming soon. I still have to record it. This was gonna go in the Fana video, but it's not. It's just one thing, you know? Anyway, thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!